Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of your Rising Stars class. So I'm really excited. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving all the excitement on the page. Proud of you guys, like really proud, because I know how hard it is. I know time is tough, and I know that you're making some sacrifices right now. I want to also make sure you guys are all checking in with your captains. You're not having your captains chase you. Please go to your captains, even if you're running a little late or something, and just let them know. Don't make them look for you. Same with mentors. Captains, please check in with your mentors and don't make them chase you, because like I said, they're just giving out of the kindness of their heart. They're here helping us. So if you happen to be somebody who's not keeping up, we're on week 3. You should be all caught up by now. If you've fallen way behind, please bow out of this class. I won't love you any less. I'll still be proud of you, and we will do it again. But I really want to keep this in a very elite group, a group of people who are keeping up with all, I just realized I don't need my AirPod in, a group who's keeping up with everything, a group who is really taking this serious. So this is something that's very important to me. Please just let us know, let your captain know, or let your mentor know probably, and your mentor can let me know. Just so you guys know, one of the reasons I don't have you guys message me is we have like 200 people that take these classes, and unfortunately, I don't have time to do all my own work, plus answer all the questions about the different classes that are going on. So last week, your assignments were, so you did your VIP group, that's all set up. You did a Facebook Live, you wore your scent circles. Hopefully they're not still on because you've already booked those 3 parties, right? So you've gotten all of your assignments are complete from last week. So this week, we have read and talked about preparation, thinking like a CEO, doing what a CEO does. Remember, you own your own business. This is your business, not Scentsi's business, not your leader's business, not your superstar director's business. This is your business. You are solely responsible for all of your success. Yes, you might be lucky enough to have people to follow or to guide you or to give you ideas and inspiration, but it's completely and totally 100% up to you. I want you to remember that 500 PRV is your minimum, absolute minimum. That is a bad month. In this class, I've asked that you sell 1,000 PRV and sponsor 1 person each month. Very important. If you are doing all of the things, if you are in front of enough people, sponsoring 1 person in a month is not going to be a challenge. You have to figure out where you're going to meet people. You will hear me say that a lot. Where are you going to meet new people? It might be online. It might be out in the grocery store. It might be at the mall. It might be on the soccer field. I don't know. But you have to meet new people. And sometimes you have to go to new places to meet new people. So you know that those are your not qualifications, but your standards, your something. Those are the things you have to do each month for this class. But I also want to remind you of the 2-year plan, because the 2-year plan is where it's at. In case you have forgotten, I'm sure you haven't because I talk about it all the time, but the 2-year plan is if you sell 2,000 PRV and sponsor at least 2 people every single month, within 2 to 5 years, you can be making the salary of a very highly paid professional, such as a doctor, a lawyer, anybody that you want to compare to. So, guys, if you can do it, do it. Make the sacrifices now. I made a lot of sacrifices early in my business, and I'm so thankful now because I don't miss a thing. I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want. I am no longer sitting in an operatory, and I am a happy camper. So literally, I get to go camping all the time. I get to go in my RV. It's amazing. It's such an amazing thing. I'm so glad that I didn't, that I worked so hard. Just a reminder with PRV, in case, I'm sure you guys all know this, but PRV in the United States is $1 per PRV point. In other countries, it is not. You have to know the equations and figure it out. But also remember that not everything is, how do I say this? Okay, so for example, our cause warmer. Oops, what's happening? My screen just went crazy. For example, our cause warmer, what in the world? Okay, let's try to fix that. Okay, our cause warmer is not worth the same amount. You don't get paid on all of it. You don't get paid on the full PRV amount. Sorry, my brain just went completely dead and I got very distracted. I'm not sure what's happening with my computer, but it looks like we are still rolling. Okay, so obviously you guys need to know that booking parties or events or whatever it is that you're going to do to get your PRV is going to be your lifeline. Being in front of enough people on a regular basis is your lifeline, whether it is online, in a home, at an event, fundraisers, whatever it is. You have to do it. You have to figure out a way to get yourself in front of people. If you have enough sales, if you're in front of enough people, you will meet enough people and you will recruit enough people or sponsor enough people or whatever word that it is that you would like to use. So that's why I say that 2,000 PRV. And to be honest, I have always my entire business aimed more for at least 3,000 PRV so that I can flip parties and still hit my 2,000 PRV. I was flipping parties back before we even knew what flipping parties was. And I remember at one point my husband saying to me, you work so hard, you go and do all these parties and you do all these things and then you just give it away to the person. And now we understand, and of course he understands. He's like, okay, that makes sense. I get why you did it, because it helps you so much more by flipping the party. Obviously, you guys know what I mean. So if you guys have, let's see, what did I write? Oh, different types of parties. So we've gotten so creative. I mean, after a pandemic, you just learn to do things a little bit differently. I did my first online party after the pandemic, during the pandemic, and it was 1,800 PRV. I did a Facebook party last night, 1,200 PRV, and there are still orders coming in. So if you find your niche, you find the way that is going to work for you, you do it the way, keep trying, keep doing different things. If your party was a bust, figure out why it was a bust. Like I mail little sample packets to everybody who registers for my online parties, and I know it helps. I do have to invest. There's an investment in doing that. I have to spend a little money, but honestly, in any business, you have to spend money to make money. One thing that Orville always says is don't spend your family money on Scentsy. Spend your Scentsy money on your family. So I don't want you to go broke. I don't want you, if you can't, you do what you have to do within your own budget. In the beginning, I definitely invested a good 20% back into my business. So that would be things like making samples, having the things to make samples, the postage to mail the samples, etc. If any of you have any amazing videos that you've come across on different ways to do parties, please post those videos, YouTube or whatever, on our page to share with other people. So it could be basket parties, it could be fundraisers, whatever you have seen out there that you love, please share it with the rest of us. Remember, one of my favorite quotes that I use all the time, whether you think you can or can't, you are absolutely right. So talking about the 2-year plan or the 1,001 person each month, whatever it is, you have to decide, you have to make a decision, and you can't give up until it happens. Again, I've talked about excuses. You have got to get rid of the excuses. We all have the same number of hours in a day. We all have the same opportunity. You have to be focused, and you have to really, really want it. Remember your why. If you are forgetting, if Netflix is calling your name and you find yourself like sitting down each night and watching, binge watching a series or whatever it is that's pulling you away from your business, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Because if you don't know why you're doing this, you're not going to work really, really hard. So remember, what is your why? Super, super important. Remember that you can do this part-time. Remember, you can absolutely be a Scentsy consultant part-time, but you can't work it sometimes. I just realized my diffuser turned off. You can work part-time, but you can't work sometimes. All right. If you treat this business like a hobby, you will get paid like a hobby. And if that's all you want, absolutely. Get paid like a hobby. That's great. It's a great way to make a little extra money. The side gig has never been more popular than it is now. It is now very cool and very common to have a side gig or a second job or something that people do on the side. You know that I think the statistic is from 2018, Uber paid more 1099s to Uber drivers than all direct sales companies together. That's incredible. Airbnb, I believe the figure is Airbnb in 2018 paid $10 billion to Airbnb owners. That's incredible. These are all people that are doing something to make extra money. Now let's think about, and I feel terrible. I'm not saying this in any way. You know what I mean. But let's think about what happened to those two businesses during a pandemic. Uber nobody was getting in Uber cars. Those poor people, like they needed something else to do. So I hope that if you knew any Uber drivers or Lyft drivers or anything, that you offered this opportunity to them. Same with Airbnb. People weren't going to stay in their Airbnbs. It's so awful, and people were depending on this money. So you are holding a gift. You are always holding a gift, the opportunity to build a successful business. The opportunity today is just as big as it was the day I joined in 2008. It is huge. The opportunity is bigger and better than ever. I promise you that. It's what you do with it that is what will happen, is what you decide to do with it. All right. One super important thing that you're going to hear me talk about all the time is income producing activities. You have got to do income producing activities. If what you're doing does not produce income, then don't do it. Now, I am going to give you a couple of things in this class to do because I want you to be prepared. But if you are low on time to work your business, then don't be worrying about the cutest hostess packet, okay? Just throw something together and give it to your hostess. Make sure that everything you do is going to make you money. So going and buying, spending hours creating the cutest bows or the cutest anything, and your schedule isn't full, that should not be happening. You should be making sure that your schedule is full, doing a booking blitz with your team or with yourself or whatever it is that you have to do. Your schedule is the number one thing. That should come absolutely first. Scanning Facebook is never going to make you money, right? Because I know we all get kind of sucked into that sometimes. So I'm going to break some time down for you. If you, for example, let's say you only have 1 hour a day that you can work on your Scentsy business, and I would definitely suggest, especially those of you in this class, like you're in this class because you are elite. If you only have 1 hour a day, again, what I was saying is you should commit at least 1 hour to your Scentsy business. Then let's break it down a little bit. You should be spending about 80% of the time on your personal business and 20% of the time on your team's business. You should all have a team at this point, not on your team's business, but on helping your team, helping other people. So let's break that down. I did the math. 80%. So if you, and when I say 80% on your business, that's sponsoring, that's booking, and that's selling, right? Booking parties, you've got to book parties. Sales are your income for today. Booking parties is your income for tomorrow, for next month. If you don't have any bookings on your book for next month, you're not going to make any money. But sponsoring new consultants is your income forever. So don't forget that little quote there. So 1 hour a day, that would mean if we broke that down, you would spend 16 minutes every single day on sponsoring. So building relationships, reaching out to people, not, hey, do you want to join my Scentsy team? But it could be just building relationships. And then they will eventually ask you about the Scentsy opportunity. 16 minutes on selling. And so, whether it's getting your Amy app out and using Amy or, formerly known as Maven, I use that thing. I love it so much. I cannot believe I didn't use it for a short time, but I am totally back into it. And then 16 minutes on booking parties, events, whatever it is that you want to do, but just getting things on your calendar. And then that leaves you 12 minutes. And so for those 12 minutes, you can work on meeting new people and, sorry, my husband was just calling me. I had to hang up on him. But anyway, so spend that 12 minutes on, not meeting new people. Spend the 12 minutes on helping new people, okay? So helping them, your new people are the most excited people in your business. So anybody who's brand new, anybody who's like within 30 days or 60 days of joining Scentsy, those are the people that have the most fire. So really, really focus on those people. Then focus on your rock stars. Those people who are constantly asking you like, how much is shipping? What are we out of? When is blah, 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 blah. Teach them. The best thing a leader can do is teach them where to find the answers, not give them the answers. Do not give everybody the answers. As your team grows, as you have 5 people on your team and they're all asking you questions, and then it goes to 10, and then it goes to 15 and 20, you can't be answering all these questions for everybody. It's the same thing with gifting or sending Happy Mail and that kind of thing. Don't send a great, big, huge, expensive thing because eventually you're going to have 10, 20, 100 people on your team. So just get into the habit of keeping it sweet and simple. So what's holding you back? If you are struggling with recruiting or sponsoring, whatever you want to call it, or getting sales, look in the mirror. That's your problem. So get past it. Figure it out. That's your person that's holding you back, because lots of us are doing it. We're doing big things, and you are capable too. You are perfectly capable. It's just a matter of doing it, of getting across the obstacles, finding what works for you. What works for me isn't going to work for you necessarily. So you've got to figure out what works for you. Using positive words, affirmations, telling yourself that you can do it. That's going to be one of your assignments this week, is you're going to get Post-it notes and you're going to say, I will sponsor somebody. I will talk to 5 people a day. I will consistently sell a minimum of 1,000 PRV. Everyone wants to join my Scentsy team. Everybody wants to do Scentsy with me. So those kind of things. So that is going to be one of your assignments. I bet there are 10,000 Scentsy parties happening today, probably 10,000 online Scentsy parties happening today. And I know that sounds silly, but if you're having a hard time booking Scentsy parties, then figure it out. Talk to your friends, talk to those people who are successful and figure out what they're doing that's different. Why are they doing well and you're struggling? Because it's happening. I have parties coming left and right. So guys, do it. Just figure it out. When there is a will, there is a way. When you have enough will, you'll find the way. All right, so what is your why? We already talked about that. I have a couple of notes down. So you're going to act like a CEO, which is what you guys have read about, and are going to do things that CEOs do, like things like go into your email and add your signature. So anytime you send an email, you can just go in and add a signature that says, Jen Audette, your Scentsy Superstar Director, blah, 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 blah. And some like inspirational quote that maybe you can add. So let's talk about what your assignments are. We're just about done here. So here's what your assignments are going to be. Number 1, you are going to add your signature to your email, at least, possibly your text too. If you want to add some type of a signature to your text, you know that every time you send a text, it would say, Jen Audette, your Scentsy your favorite Scentsy consultant, or something fun like that, so that they are like, oh yeah, that's right, she sells Scentsy. Or maybe your website, so that they say, oh yeah, I'll go check out her website. That's number 1, assignment number 1. Number 2 is the I will statements on a Post-it note. I usually have a million Post-it notes around me, but looks like apparently the one time I want one, I don't have one. But just I will statements. I will do this. I will not let this stop me. Like whatever it is, I want you to put them somewhere where you can read them all the time. Somewhere like your bathroom mirror, your dash in your car, those places that you go all the time, the refrigerator, places that you see a lot. I want you to remind yourself that you will do this. You will have 5 conversations a day with people about joining your Scentsy team. Your next assignment is to create a mobile office. If you don't know what a mobile office is, if you actually go, this is a different YouTube channel that you're on. I have a different one. So if you just do Jen Audette YouTube mobile office, I've put one together. There's a quick video on exactly what I put in it. Just something that you keep in your car. If it's hot, don't put wax. If it's cold, you can put a lot more. I always keep something small to give if I see a customer, to give them as a little gift, like a scent circle. I always write, I don't have a scent circle right here, but I always lift up the plastic and write a note on the back of scent circles so it's personalized for them. Light bulbs. Keep light bulbs with you at all times. There's nothing more frustrating to a customer than when their Scentsy warmer goes out and they can't find especially the night light bulb. So keep some night lights with you, light bulbs with you, keep some catalogs with you, some order forms, anything new and special, some samples, whatever, keep it all in your car in your mobile office. So that's assignment number 3. Assignment number 4 is you're going to make up some little booking packets and you're going to carry them around with you. And I'm trying to decide how many I want to make you do. I think we're going to go for 5. Let's go for 5 booking packets a week. And I'm going to give you an idea. You don't have to do this. And actually, hold that thought. I'm going to show you something else that you have to do first. So that was number 4. Assignment number 5 is you're going to create a postcard with your story on it. I make these at Vistaprint. They often have coupons, so I would wait to have coupons. You can just print them on your computer for now if that's easier and cut them out. Do 4 on a page and cut it out. So all I've done on this one is thank you for your supporting our family business. On Vistaprint, you can actually add a QR code so that if somebody opens their camera and faces it toward my QR code, they're going to see exactly what it's going to take them, directly to my website. You don't have to get that fancy. A picture of your family, because you want everybody to remember this is a family business. This is not Scentsy in Idaho. This is Jen Audette's family business. And I wrote, because of you, another local family business is succeeding. And then these are the instructions here where it says, open your camera and focus on the QR code. And then I put my family's name. On the back is my story, which is exactly the story that is on my website. So you could literally go in and copy and paste and put it on the back. And so there's my story if you want to take a screenshot of that. Not that my story is going to be anything like yours. And so that's assignment number 4. And the reason I'm showing you that first is because it's going to go into number 5. It's going to go into assignment number 4. But I do have a bonus assignment because this is another postcard. So if you're feeling like you want to do this, you do not have to do this. You do have to do this. You do not have to do this. But this is a cool, I like to add these to a lot of things too. So this one is top 10 reasons to join Scentsy. So if you want to screenshot that, go right ahead. But of course, come up with your own top 10. And then on the front here, because I've gotten to travel so much, I wrote, join our journey, change your life. You can do, if you've traveled with Scentsy, or you can just put family pictures, or you can, anything, put something fun, put your, whatever, just, this is another fun little card that I have that I like to add to things. Okay, your final assignment that I was talking about is you're going to make these booking packets. And so what these are, you're going to carry these around with you, and so that you're going to try to get people to book a party. And this is going to have a couple of things in it. You're going to say, hey, just here's a little packet. I can do it online. I can give you a basket party. Whatever you're willing to do, you can offer to them. So you don't have to get all this. You don't have to have all this. Trust me, don't spend a ton of money if you don't have that extra in your budget to invest. But I bought these holographic, I can't even remember what size they are. I don't even know if I'm saying the word right, but it's bigger than a catalog. So measure your catalog and make sure it would fit. Or you can use a Ziploc bag, or you can use a paper bag, or you can use, I don't care what you use. You can go buy cheap little pencil holders at Walmart. They have them for like 99 cents and stick them in. I actually had bought some, I'll show you. Which actually, this is just as good. I don't even know why I am using the holographic ones, but I had gotten these on Amazon, and that actually has a place for a business card in the front. Just little plastic pencil holders, so you can look that up on Amazon. And inside, what I am putting is a catalog. So one catalog. I always like to add a few order forms so that they can collect orders, and I have my lottery ticket on the front, so a door prize slip on the front. This is the only way you're going to know if they want to host or join a party. So I mean, if they want to host a party or join your Scentsy team. Although I have been using a lot of Google Forms. I'm not sure if I'll get into that with you guys or not, but that's a great way to have them to fill it out, and you can ask those questions on there as well. But this is for the hostess. So if anybody who orders from her, I know if they have any interest in joining. And then I add in a host join brochure. I'm going to add in my thank you for your business and my join my journey, change your life. I always, because I have them, magnets, business card magnets. So $1 million tip is if you give out regular business cards, they're probably going to go in the trash. If you pop it on a magnet, when that's in your budget, they will probably stick it to something. And then I'm going to add what I have for samples. I have a sample of wax. I could do 2 or 3. I could do the scent of the month warmer end scent if I want to add that. And then I always like to add a couple of little products for them to try, like Scentsy Fresh and Counter Clean. So I give them a sample of each. Whatever you happen to have, put it all in the packet. If you want to have some fun and add a little bit of confetti, do that too. So you're going to make 5 of these packets, and of course you're going to give them out before the next class. You're going to create your mobile office. You're going to make the one postcard for sure. The other one is totally, if you have extra time and you want to do that, go for it. You are going to add the signature to your email, possibly your text if you're interested in that, and you're going to post your I will statements, and you're going to hang them where you can see them every day. It's going to be a busy week, and I appreciate you, and I know you guys are going to be amazing. I can't even wait to celebrate you becoming Star Consultant. Have a great week.